I don't want to be in here sniffling. There it is. What the fuck? Stupid bitch. Let's go to work.
Literally like a couple days ago before she passed away. And I don't know, man. I've had like a really rough last like 2 days, just like kind of coping with the shit. And we weren't like the best of friends. I mean, like we were close, but like, you know, as you get older, you kind of separate. And you know, she texted me on like Thursday night and it was just like, love you, randomly, and I didn't even see it.
How was you supposed to see that?
By looking at his text.
By looking at a text.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I understand the sense.
Adam, is not a good time to be zooted, buddy. I'm going to tell you why right here. This is emotional intelligence right here as we speak right here. Now, you see Adam's response and his reaction, his facial reactions with this situation going on. I'm not going to get into him too deeply because he is zooted. He's on some type of drug. I don't know. I just know he's not in his right state of mind because these little smart remarks he's doing to his homeboy house phone right here.
But let's rewind the clock a little bit. Dope game, cocaine, dope game, cocaine, and that goes on for who knows however the fuck long, right? I read the lyrics, and you go through people's lyrics, and you have to listen to what people say because people will tell you. Gangsta Boo already told you what she was on. Gangsta Boo already told you that she was about that addict life. She didn't get up here telling you to be sober. She didn't get up here telling you that your weed habit is going to lead you down the path of you don't give a fuck about taking a fake pill because now the excuse is you're a gremlin. It's not I'm an addict. Now they're calling themselves gremlins now because they don't have no goddamn choice. Gangsta Boo didn't tell you that.
This is just my assessment. This is not a prediction. I know I scared the hell out of some of y'all with my predictions because some of them come true. But the old folks now said that death comes in threes. I think hip-hop artists, or artists period, in the city of Memphis need to be on high alert and know that the death angel is visiting that city. It's not a coincidence. That's just me speaking from a spiritual standpoint. I really do hope I'm wrong about a third death coming very soon from the city of Memphis. But if I'm right,
like a sunset, coming through main jet with no polo, you know. Like a sunset, coming through main jet with no polo, you know I'm about to buy me a brand new.
To reduce every single one of you.
This is just my assessment. This is not a prediction.
Like a sunset, coming through main jet with no polo, you know I'm about to buy me a brand new fucking bitch. Wait a minute, they got my grill. Man, I'm bottom for real. In this thing, you making no meal. Getting this shit just how I live. Working that steel, and I'm working that wood. I'm coming through, man, in your hood. Chopping up trees, and I'm counting them G's. I'm being up on goddamn feet. Man, I'm bottling just like me. You can see me with my teeth. And I'm hustling on this street. They call me for goddamn He-Man. Yeah, and I'm working up out of the bando. I'm coming through like commando. Man, just doing what I damn say so, man. Landlord, man, and taking care of my white folks. Wait a minute, cutting that grass and counting cash. Putting that money up in a bag. They call me cash out now, though, cause the money come fast.
But let's rewind the clock a little bit. Dope game, cocaine, cocaine, and that goes on for who knows however the fuck long, right? I read the lyrics, and you go through people's lyrics, and you have to listen to what people say because people will tell you. Gangsta Boo already told you what she was on. Gangsta Boo already told you that she was about that addict life. She didn't get up here telling you to be sober. She didn't get up here telling you that your weed habit is going to lead you down the path of you don't give a fuck about taking a fake pill because now the excuse is you're a gremlin. It's not I'm an addict. Now they're calling themselves gremlins now because they don't have no goddamn choice. Gangsta Boo didn't tell you that.
Oh shit! What the hell? Get
This
on
is
here.
just my assessment. This is not a prediction. I know I scared the hell out of some of y'all with my predictions because some of them come true. But the old folks knowledge said that death comes in threes. I think hip hop artists, or artists period, in the city of Memphis need to be on high alert and know that the death angel is visiting that city. It's not a coincidence. That's just me speaking from a spiritual standpoint. I really do hope I'm wrong about a third death coming very soon from the city of Memphis. But if I'm right,
No, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Cause we finna get to it. I'm mad about this. What the fuck? This shit probably already uploaded. We back. We back.
According to Aunt Glizzy and Sky Bree, Shy Glizzy is spiking drinks and handing women strange pills. Now, these are allegations, but we are going to break this down all the way. And for those...
That shit was live. Look at this.
According to Aunt Glizzy and Sky Bree, Shy Glizzy is spiking drinks and handing women strange pills. Now, these are allegations, but we are going to break this down all the way. And for those...
All right. All right. Obviously, you've noticed, dog, and I can go into I guess a long story and shit like that. I feel like I need to, for real. Dog, I had fucking COVID. I had fucking COVID. And I don't like saying that because come on, bitch. I don't like saying that because on some real shit, I was really saying that shit was a hoax. Like that shit was bullshit. Like they just made some shit up. Like they just saying this shit. Ain't no way that it's no disease out here. They just trying to keep people inside. My nigga. We went live on Christmas Eve. Do you know that the next fucking day, Christmas, I woke up? Come on with this dumbass shit, man. The next fucking Christmas morning, I woke up and I couldn't fucking move. I couldn't fucking move. My whole body, it really felt like I had got hit by a fucking, like, a car or some shit like that. Like, everything was hurting and shit like that. What are you doing? Y'all know I'm OCD about this shit. I don't like when shit don't work like it's supposed to. But no, look, so, nigga, I woke up on Christmas Day and couldn't fucking move. Like, everything was locked up and fucking hurting and shit like that. And I'm just now to the point where I'm, a little bit better and shit like that, but that shit was real deal. And I just wanted to say that shit because I really thought that shit was fake. That shit is real as fuck. Real talk.
But let's rewind the clock a little bit. Dope game, cocaine, dope game, cocaine, and that goes on for who knows however the fuck long, right? I read the lyrics, and you go through people's lyrics, and you have to listen to what people say because people will tell you. Gangsta Boo already told you what she was on. Gangsta Boo already told you that she was about that addict life. She didn't get up here telling you to be sober. She didn't get up here telling you that your weed habit is going to lead you down the path of you don't give a fuck about taking a fake pill because now the excuse is you're a gremlin. It's not I'm an addict. Now they're calling themselves gremlins now because they don't have no goddamn choice. Gangsta Boo didn't tell you that.
What is that?
According to Aunt Glizzy and Sky Bree, Shy Glizzy is spiking drinks and handing women strange pills. Now these are allegations, but we are going to break this down all the way. And for those
This shit, man. My eyes is throwed off. This shit got some getting used to. All right, now, as I was down, not knowing that I was actually almost on my deathbed, it was a lot of shit that happened. But one of the biggest things was we had another fentanyl overdose that happened. Let's look.
Beloved Memphis rapper Gangsta Boo of 3 6 Mafia has died. She was found dead at a house in Whitehaven earlier this evening. Good evening. Thanks for staying up late with us. I'm Ashley Paul, in for Shay Arthur. WREG's Jordan James joins us live with the very latest on the investigation and how she's being remembered. Jordan?
Hey, Ashley, for many, Gangsta Boo was known as the Queen of Memphis, a phrase that pays homage to her legendary rap career. Now her legacy will live on through the lives of those who loved her.
Tonight, hearts are heavy.
This is a heartbreak to Memphis and to the culture of hip-hop.
As the city grieves the loss of one of its own, Gangsta Boo of 3 6 Mafia.
This was royalty, this was a legend, a living legend, and now she's, amongst that alumni with the greats.
The 43-year-old was found dead at a house in Whitehaven Sunday evening. Early indications from loved ones are that no foul play was suspected in her death, which comes as a surprise to them.
She loved what she wanted to do. She had so many plans, so many dreams about what she wanted to do for 2023. I mean, she told me about it 3 days ago.
Gail Lawrence is a longtime friend of Gangsta Boo and tells WREG that the beloved rapper had recently become depressed prior to her death.
She lost her father, and that was a very big blow for her. She was a daddy's girl, and it was many nights I prayed with her and just talked her through her grief. So I'm glad to know she's at peace.
A reality that brought fans out in droves to pay their respect to the pioneer rapper that left a lasting impact on Memphians.
She was always happy. She was a free spirit. And that's what I want people to remember her. And it's a legacy of hard work, of dedication, of, making it out of Memphis.
Despite relocating to California, Gangsta Boo never lost sight of her Memphis roots, which she...
All right. So we got through we got through the COVID talk. Let's get back to work. I don't know how I feel about this. Speaking on the news report, I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe it's another news report. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's see another one. Because I didn't hear nothing about no fucking overdose. Come on with all that damn shit. There we go.
Six Mafia, she was seen as a pioneer for female rappers. Her death on New Year's Day surprised her longtime fans and colleagues and everyone out there. Police are still waiting on final autopsy results, but it's believed she died from a fentanyl overdose. My next guest is fortunate to have survived a bout with drugs. Rapper ESG is here with us in the studio. In fact, you're like, why you gotta bring me on here about that? But we bring you on here about other things, though. So when you heard about Gangsta Boo passing, and your thoughts about her being a pioneer in rap for females and just in general,
man, it was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Especially because people that know me know that I know them. Like the messages wasn't just Gangsta Boo pays, Gangsta Boo pays, Gangsta Boo pays from Odo, Gangsta Boo pays from Odo. So that just made it feel even worse. I remember about 7-8 years ago, we had a concert together, in Corpus Christi, and the way she was just talking to me, it was like she had someone in mind back then, because she was like, I really need some help. Like
she said that to you. She needs some help.
She don't need, and it was so crazy. I just feel bad. I don't know how she died, but if they say prolific and all those, I know she was depressed over the death of her father. So it's crazy out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
And what we want to make sure people understand, fentanyl is just not a pure drug that you get. It's in other drugs. It's an active ingredient that can be deadly to people.
Right. It's so crazy, me going through this cancer fight. When I be going there, sometimes they will give me Dilaudid, morphine. But the last few times, the nurse was like, we're about to get you some fentanyl. And they said, so calmly, so it's real deadly. What it is, when you think about it, the people they buy the fake pills, in different, not from the.
That sound like nigga talk. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. That sound like nigga talk. Maybe he was nervous or some shit like that. So that's what happened. That's what happened. She overdosed. And really.
But let's rewind the clock a little bit. Dope game, cocaine, dope game, cocaine, and that goes on for who knows however the fuck long, right? I read the lyrics, and you go through people's lyrics, and you have to listen to what people say, because people will tell you. Gangsta Boo already told you what she was on. Gangsta Boo already told you that she was about that addict life. She didn't get up here telling you to be sober. She didn't get up here telling you that your weed habit is going to lead you down the path of you don't give a fuck about taking.
This is just my assessment.
But let's rewind.
That shit's so real. That shit right there so real. And on some real shit though, it really is. It's scary for real. This entertainment industry as a whole, take for my situation with the whole, I miss New Year's, Christmas and everything with the COVID shit. But as I'm laying down, recovering, I'm watching like shit is continuously going. And it don't matter what section of this entertainment industry you in, you have an urge to, I need to get up and do something. I need to be in front of the camera. I need to talk to the people and shit like that. And sometimes maybe you won't be sick. Maybe you're just like, I'm just not in the mood to get on stage. But you have to, and you have to give. I guess it would be like saying like the girl at Chick-fil-A, she has to be smiling and happy even when she's not. But with this shit, it's different because people want you to be who you say you are. Going back to the rapper, this is unique to the music part now. They want you to be who you were in your music. When Gangsta Boo is coming out and, you know, doing shit, motherfuckers don't want to hear the 40-year-old fucking, you know, mother, whatever the fuck. They want to hear Gangsta Boo from fucking 1991. They want you to be on that type of time. And I'm gonna be for real with you, my nigga. Just on that rap shit. Like I tell y'all, you get in that booth and you might be feeling a certain way when you make a certain song. You might feel like, yeah, fuck nigga. And that might be your biggest song. Your biggest song might be a song where you dissing a nigga or some shit like that. Or your biggest song, like, let's take Lil White. The white boy, Lil White, he made a song about fucking popping pills with fucking Crunchy Black. That's the biggest song I know from him. Every time you come to a show, they want you to do that fucking song. And as you get older, it's hard to get in that, like, to be in that mode that you was in all them years ago. This is why I say motherfuckers who get on YouTube and beef with niggas and shit like that, you just like a fucking a drill rapper. You just like a nigga who make, you know what I'm saying, like diss songs and shit like that. Like you putting yourself in a box to where when if you get on this bitch and you don't diss somebody or talk about somebody, nobody wants to hear you. What if you're not in that mood? You need something to get you to that point, and that's how you get stuck in this shit. That's how you get stuck in this shit. You 40 plus, but you still having to talk about how good coke is. Not to mention whether whether it's weed, whether it's coke, whether it's pills, whatever the fuck it is. If you're having to take that in order to get in that mode or to even feel up to doing that shit, you trapped right then and there. And the real part of this shit is most motherfuckers who make music are not making no fucking $1 million investments. They might not making no big time investment on some shit and they able to just win. You can tell which ones are because you don't see them that much. They don't need to, you know, have drama going every 3 fucking months. They don't have to be on Clubhouse and all this other shit like this. They laid back. They don't respond to rumors or none of that shit. They good. Most rappers are really out this bitch having to go to, I saw on YouTube today, I seen a rapper having a show in fucking New Mexico. It was showing dates for April in New Mexico. And they having to do that shit for whatever they can get paid for it. It might be $6,000. They having to go get that. It could be less than that. And niggas has to be 50 plus. Dog, this shit, when I'm talking about this rap trap shit, I'm not talking about no just, you know, a nigga talking about he's street and, you know what I'm saying, backing himself into a corner. I'm talking about you get in this game and you can't leave. You can't grow. The minute that you come into this game, you're done evolving. If you try to evolve into something and, you know, get a higher understanding, you seen what happened with NLE Chopper. There is no evolution. There is no, I'm gonna actually, you know, try to tell like B.O.B. And in order to be that goes against nature. If you know, somewhere in England or somewhere over there, they have some shit where they'll put a a weight or something over so they'll put a seed in the ground, a tree seed, and then as it starts to grow, they'll put a weight over it so that it has to grow a certain way to reach the sun and shit like that. And they'll just, every time it comes from abundant, they'll put another weight on top, and then it'll be like a spiral tree and it'll look cool in the end. But you're going against nature by not evolving and coming out of that state. If you still thinking the same way you did when you was 19, that's the definition of retarded. Like if it's a 40-year-old man, but he has the mind of a 5-year-old, he's retarded. That's not natural. This is how I found out, like, damn, my nigga, like, this shit is really real. This shit is really real. Like, thinking about the shit that I did when I was, dog, that shit scared me sometimes. Like, what kind of mindset, like, the fuck was I thinking about? And that's natural. But once you come into this shit here, nigga, that's what it is. That's what it is. The fans don't give a fuck. Once again, dog, this entertainment shit in itself, any form of entertainment that you can think of, whether it's Oprah, whether it's fucking Joe Rogan, whether it's Shannon Sharp, and especially musicians, like that shit does not, you're not going, the Beatles aren't popping right now. Michael Jackson wasn't, you know what I'm saying, just, I guess he was for different reasons, but like people grow. Your fans, you know, the fans of 3 6 Mafia, they grew. They probably did some wild shit while they were listening to that music. They can't do that now. But the industry will incentivize you to stay that person, stay in that mindset. And the only way that you might be able to do that, you know, motherfuckers that say, I want the old, you know what I'm saying, the old Jay-Z, I want the old fucking T.I., the old whoever the fuck. It's like, that's fucking impossible. That was a whole different life, a whole different moment. But that's what you would have to do to continue to be successful in this field right here. It's even worse right now. It's way worse right now with rappers because they don't even get 6 months. But for these groups that had was doing their thing in the 90s, in order for them to make money, they have to be able to tap back in to that time and bring that same energy to the forefront. And they're talking about shit that they, like, you can tell with Juicy J, DJ Paul and them and shit, like, they don't want to live that life no more. So to, do them songs that they made back then when they loved coke and shit like that and pills and it was all about doing drugs, it's hard to do that shit because it's like, I ain't really on that energy no more. Damn sure can't make no new music like that no more. But they have different shit that they can do. They, beats and different shit. But the other members, all they can do is recite them songs. All they can do is cite them songs. Hold on, I see y'all. And that's sad, my nigga. Just looking at that shit is sad because it's like, this is something that like DMX, and you can go through the list of artists, but it's like, dog, this industry is not natural. It's not fucking natural. And the people around you aren't going to, like, they can't really tell you to quit or whatever like that, because and the people around you, I'm talking about maybe your actual friends, like they have been living off of you. So everybody has a financial incentive to keep you in that same mindset, to please the fans. So now the people who are leeching off you, who are supposed to be your friends and family, because the people who actually love you, you're not going to have them around, because they can see that this shit is turning you into something else, and they're going to fight against that. They're going to say, "Whoa, hey, let's go on back home. We done with this. Oh, you a hater? What the fuck?" And that you might take it that way, because you'll be on dope and shit like that, and you might take it like they hating on you because they telling you need to stop. But really, is they can't see you destroy yourself, so they're gonna fight against it, and they're gonna have to leave because they can't witness that. But the people who are just there for the lifestyle, for the dope, and they care more about the dope and the lifestyle than they care about you. They'll be all with it. I'm hating motherfuckers, and you know the managers and the label, they going for what the fans want. They give a fuck about you. They on the money side. So the game is built to isolate you and push your protectors away. It's like you have to make, especially in, I'm gonna say the entertainment industry. I'm just gonna say, I want to say rap, but I have to say entertainment, because most people ain't gonna have a situation like this one, or you know what I'm saying? They gonna have a situation like, you know, the regular people you see out there. And they're going to have to play the game. They're not going to go against the grain. They're going to do whatever the game wants them to do. To, you know, base the entertainment industry off of what I do would be foolish. That's not normal. For the most part, this entertainment industry it's a monster. It's a monster, and it's just what it is. It's a money game, and when you're dealing with entertaining people, that shit go up and down. It goes up and down, and what they like today, they won't like tomorrow, and then they'll tell you to go back to what they didn't like back then. It's like, who do you listen to? So every one of these people in this industry, if they haven't gone through something and came into the game after knowing themselves, everyone's susceptible. Everyone's susceptible to the same thing. Because this is the only thing that you're going to get comfort from. You know, we're gonna get to, you know, that part, but I wanna explain to you what's going through a person's mind, because just to say, oh, them motherfuckers stupid for doing dope and all this shit, is like, dog. You think motherfuckers is doing crate challenges and TikTok you think they doing this retarded shit just to fucking do it? Dog, as I was down this last 2 fucking weeks, multiple times I found myself looking at my phone and really feeling bad for the motherfuckers I was watching. Like, damn, this is what you have to do in order to keep people's attention, and it's not for money. It's like that Clubhouse shit. Motherfuckers is not on Clubhouse because they get paid and it's monetized. No, they're over that bitch just to be seen. Hoping to get to something to where they can get paid. But once again, they stay away from YouTube. If they come to YouTube, they'll do a YouTube short. Everybody's staying away from the NBA because this is the place where there is no, like, Even the people you see do skits, they'll do skits and shit like that. Dog, the biggest skit person on Instagram, TikTok, when they come to YouTube, you'll see a drop in their numbers on their skits. But if they actually tried to sit down and hold an audience's attention in a like a long sitting type situation, everything would fall. And I saw that. I saw that shit. Like, motherfuckers stay the fuck away from the shit that can actually take them to the next level. Let's, like what Joe Budden does. They stay away from those things because you have to have a real fan base in order for you to be able to actually do that. Not jump around and fucking do the latest fucking, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we need to talk about. Like, this is a byproduct right here. This right here is a byproduct. This is, that's a symptom of the disease. The disease is this TikTok and all this other shit got motherfuckers thinking that the entertainment industry is about skits and shorts and shit like that. I'm dying in here. No, I'm not. It's not about that. It's not about skits and shorts. What you should want is to, get into acting or, getting into something that you can sell, something that can ascend and something that can translate, not something that people can just scroll past. And it's funny, then they scroll. Same thing with the IG models. Same thing with the IG models. It's like, a nigga will look like, damn, she got a fat ass. Never really give a fuck about who the fuck she is. Nigga just want to see, all right, oh, man. And nigga gone. Nigga don't give a fuck about her. I watched the bitch. It was actually Diamond the Body. She put up a fucking, a video, and it was a bitch like twerking on a nigga on a boat, and while she was eating and shit like that. And it's like, when you come home 4 a.m. and he wanna fuck. And on the caption, she wrote, "Who all remembers this video?" So what she was saying was, she was posting a video of her twerking on a nigga. She was posting that as an accomplishment. Like, who remember this video? This is the video that made me go viral. No different than the fucking me and Katrina laugh about this is chicken salad girl, but the Gorilla Glue girl. Dog, this is the issue we have. The issue is motherfuckers wanting to be famous with no talent. That's the problem. Or wanting to be famous, period. And not understanding what comes with the shit. But we're going to have a lot of gangster booze. A lot of motherfuckers overdosing trying to find out how they're going to entertain people. This bitch posted a video of her twerking on a nigga like a fucking account. And it's like, so this was an old video. I guess maybe that got a lot of views on. This is all on Instagram. Who all remembers this video? What the fuck? You know what I think? Maybe it was the fact that she was posting it as if she had fans. Like how a nigga will say, who remember when fucking Yo Gotti post one of his songs from Back to the Basics and say, who remember when this came out? She's saying that on a video of her twerking on a nigga while eating at the same time. How in the fuck? That's not a talent. That's not, what the fuck? That's the problem. Obviously, she wants to be famous. Obviously, she wants fans. Her and Gangsta Boo have the same problem. Trying to find a way in this industry when you're relegated to this one thing. And if you doubt me, then I would ask you, when is the last time you heard a new Gangsta Boo song? Scratch that. When's the last time you wanted to hear a new Gangsta Boo song? You think she didn't know that? You think the artist can't tell when there is no more interest in their brand, regardless of who walks up to them in person and all that other shit, and you know what they'll say on Instagram? They've been past that point. They've been past that point when, you know, people on social media, you know, talking to them meant anything. They're far past those days. I said this years ago. The best thing for a struggling artist's career is for them to die or go to jail. If we talking from the business standpoint, you want to boost interest, that artist needs to die. It's kind of like it was a skit on what album was that when they said when you can't get another dollar out of it, you light a match. I think that was one of Jay-Z albums. When you can't get another dollar out of it, you light a match and burn the whole place and get the, you know, whatever insurance and shit like that. There's no more. There's nothing else you can get. This is the 6ix9ine shit. This is the, you know, this is where Gunna is going. This is the fucking what's the damn boy name? The Panda boy. Panda designer. There's nothing else for you to do here. Your career is over. It's over. So now you're at the end of it where maybe you can sell your masters, or, you know, maybe you can go and do shows. Once you have to stop making new music, it's useless to make new music. You can, you know, maybe sell some features. But if you're doing a show, they're not booking you because they want to hear your new project and what you've been working on, and they want to hear Panda. For you to come in, they'll write it in the contract. You're to do Panda, Timmy Turner, and you got a 25-minute set. If you want to, you know, whatever the fuck, then, but we want Panda. We're booking you for Panda. We're not even really booking you. This is why the hologram shit works so perfectly. Because we really don't need the artist, really. If there's a way that we can get something that looks like the artist, this is what Boosie was doing. Boosie had a nigga who looked like him going out on the road just performing the fucking songs. We don't really need you. We just need people to feel like Boosie gonna be here, and, you know, they know what songs they want to hear. Motherfucker got the word. If you put out a notice saying, hey, all promoters, I'm not doing Panda, I'm not doing, you know, oh, well, shit, we good on that then. That's all we wanted. Because that's all the people want. See, this is, like I said, this is the dirty part of it. This is the backside of it. That designer is still alive. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta Boo was still alive. But they had no more use to the relevant public. No one gave a fuck about them. Their use was dried up. The public has use for Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy. They still have use for them. Lil Baby. They have no use for these. Dog, it was a rap I was thinking about the other day that couldn't have, you know, he was just hot. I'm talking about he was just hot just a minute ago. Motherfucker was on him. And I was quiet for him. And I'm sure you can think of a lot of artists like that. But this, I remember this because of, you know, just I was looking at how fast the shit, you know, came for him. But that's where shit get real at. And when you're in those shoes of that artist and you come to that understanding that nobody gives a fuck no more. Let me go a little bit deeper. When you're a regular person who's trying to J. Cole was a regular person. He was on Twitter saying one day everybody's gonna know my name and all that shit. Regular person. When you actually achieve the goal of being a famous star, that does something to your ego. What that does is it removes that wall that everyone else has. Everyone else has that wall where I know there are things that I can do and there's things that I can't do. And that's what their reality is. And I'm going deep. Maybe I came close to death. So I'm going deep right now. I don't want to lose you, but this is what's happening. Your reality is what you can do, what's possible and what's not possible. So as you're a striving artist, motherfuckers, being honest with you, motherfuckers will say they believe that they gonna make it and shit like that. They don't actually believe that. Until it happens, they're just saying that. When motherfuckers play the lottery, they don't actually believe that they're going to win. Their reality is hope that I will win. That hope is their reality. Not actually, that's why, you know, motherfuckers will actually, heart attack is unbelievable. If they actually believed that they was going to win, it wouldn't be a surprise. Their reality is trying. Play the lottery. This week I'm going to get it. Ah, son of a bitch. Going back, that's their reality. When a motherfucker actually breaks down that wall, their reality changes. We finna get deep. When your reality changes and that wall is broken down, when you've achieved the impossible, that's good. But because we're creatures of habit, now shit starts getting weird because you did it. You did what most people can't. You in the game. But what happens when now you're designer and motherfuckers is telling you, yeah, it's over, big home. You had your time. It's over with. Motherfuckers never thought they were going to get their 15 minutes of fame. They never thought they were going to get that. So once they actually achieve it, I don't have 15 minutes. I'm going to be famous forever. I'm going to be famous forever. Because they've achieved something that's impossible, now they can't listen to reason because they have proof that they're not a regular person. They won't believe that it's just luck that they won the lottery. They believe that they have a fucking superpower. It's not a one-time thing and just it was, you know, statistics or some shit like that. They believe that it was actually them. So then when someone tries to give them reason that it's over, dog, I'm telling you, this entertainment game is not this is why when I'm looking at people, it's not just because, you know, Tactical Operations is a promotional, you know, talent agency. You know, my job is to push people out and make people famous. It's not that. I came from, you know, doing music and shit like that, promoting myself, managing myself, then doing that with other people. And, you know, I looked at stuff differently. Dog, this shit it's a reason why children that's out, period. Especially my children that, you know, is out. This is not a place for anyone that is not mentally, it's not just being tough and persistent. You have to have a tight grasp on reality, because you will lose that shit in this game. Everyone is not meant to have people screaming their praises. And you can see it with different people. They misuse that. It Deuce. No, I can't scream. No, I damn dope. You have to have a tight grasp on reality. Coming into this game at 16, 17, when I say coming into this game, I'm talking about dealing with you are a business. You know, what's a child fucking prodigy? Justin Bieber. You're a business. Like, that shit will drive, if you're not insane, like, you have to salute that person if they're not insane by the time that they're grown. And you can go into the spiritual realm and all, you know, with all that shit, but people screaming your praises, there is not a drug on the planet that can replicate that feeling. There isn't a drug on the planet that can replicate that feeling. You need to look at that, those people screaming your praise, you need to look at that like a drug by itself. Now, you put weed on top of that, you put coke on top of that, you put pills on top of that, now you have a mixture. The reason why you will get people overdosing in this industry is because now all you have is that drug, and you're trying to make that drug give you the feeling that that drug and those people praising you once gave you. Yeah, I'm going a little too deep. I'm going too deep. I'm going too deep, man. I'm going too deep. Man, shout out to that nigga Hodge. Mim came through the door early. He said, let's work. You know what the fuck we doing, Hodge. You know we ain't playing with these people, man. Shout out to that nigga E-Legit. E-Legit said nation business. You know what the fuck we doing. Shout out to that nigga E-Legit. I can't scream like I'm supposed to. Shout out to that nigga Ronald Smith came through. Ronald Smith said, shake back, big home. Yeah, my nigga, I'm shaking back. I'm shaking back, my nigga. Don't worry about none of that. Shout out that nigga Shaka the Hustler. I see you, my nigga. Come on, man. I don't have one. Hold on. Yeah, no. No. No, that's what that is. That's what that is. Hold on.
But let's rewind the clock a little bit. Dope game, cocaine, dope game, cocaine, and that goes on for who knows however the fuck long, right? I read the lyrics, and you go through people's lyrics, and you have to listen to what people say, because people will tell you. Gangsta Boo already told you what she was on. Gangsta Boo already told you that she was about that addict life. She didn't get up here telling you to be sober. She didn't get up here telling you that your weed habit is going to lead you down the path of you don't give a fuck about taking a fake pill, because now the excuse is you're a gremlin. It's not I'm an addict. They're calling themselves gremlins now because they don't have no goddamn choice. Gangsta Boo didn't tell you that. But let's rewind the clock a little bit. Dope game, cocaine, cocaine, and that goes on for who knows however the fuck long, right? I read the lyrics, and you go through people's lyrics, and you have to listen to what people say, because people will tell you. Gangsta Boo already told you what she was on. Gangsta Boo already told you that she was about that addict life. She didn't get up here telling you to be sober. She didn't get up here telling you that your weed habit is going to lead you down the path of you don't give a fuck about taking a fake pill, because now the excuse is you're a gremlin. It's not I'm an addict. They're calling themselves gremlins now because they don't have no goddamn choice. Gangsta Boo didn't tell you that.
And that shit's so real. And you know, with that shit, with that, you mix all that in. You mix all that shit in and you get, come on, bitch. You mix all of that in and you get a whole bunch of different, there's a lot of different outcomes that can be, especially when you start mixing that shit with, you know, different ways of thinking. Like this shit right here, she don't know no better. She don't know, you know, not to play with, you know, that spiritual shit. And like I said, man, like, bitch, go to YouTube. Yeah, how would she know not to play with that shit? Like when you got people around you that's what they doing. Not to mention if you was on drugs before. There we go. Yeah, bitch. Damn, can we get the damn thing? Shit. Yeah, not to mention if you was on the drugs before you reached this level. You might think you got a hold on that shit. Or
Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the fair accused is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. So there.
I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, nah. I'm probably gonna do that. I don't know, man. We might do that tomorrow. I don't know, cause I gotta talk about the shout out Duty Low. I'm gonna spare that bitch on that situation, but for a little while. But as far as that Dana White shit, I haven't even watched that Dana White video. But I am gonna watch it. And we might do that tomorrow. Y'all see I still got that COVID on me. Dog, I'm telling you, my nigga, that shit was serious, dog. That shit was serious, my nigga. Like, dog, it was at one time like my whole fucking left side felt like my organs was shutting down or some shit like that. That shit was fucking throw, dog. But once again, it just gives you more clarity when you look at these type of situations, dog. As you get older, like your body start taking shit a lot differently. A motherfucker be a fool. Yeah, I need that water. A motherfucker be a fool to think that they could do the shit they used to do back in the day. Like, your body's not going to respond the same. But once again, this is the insanity of the entertainment industry. Like, you still going on the same stage, same studios. Like, you might feel like you're still that same person, but you not. You not. And that brings us to the biggest shit that it is. That brings us to the biggest shit that it is. There you have it. There you have it. Word came down that what happened to Gangsta Boo, like, this wasn't no surprise type situation. This wasn't no a motherfucker didn't know what was going on. Like, and I really wanted him to speak on it, but because I don't want to say words of somebody else. So I'll just say it like this. Motherfuckers, like, but that's like I can't really speak on that too heavy because that shit was never my thing. Like, that coke shit, that coke always seemed like that seemed like some, I can't look down on nobody, but coke just really seemed like some real, like, when you doing coke, nigga, you didn't cross the line. Nigga, you really want to do dope. Like, you really on some I want to get high shit. It was like, it was a, a stigma on that coke. Like it was, you had to be like a different type of motherfucker. Like you was really on some drug shit. As long as you ain't go past pills, you could still play like you was just partying. You could just play like you was partying. It's all Molly. It's a party. As long as you ain't shooting nothing or snorting nothing, you not really doing nothing for real. But when motherfuckers is hitting that damn bag, I'm gonna tell you something, my nigga. Like, motherfuckers say, you know, white girls love coke and all that shit like that. Nigga, a bitch hitting a bag, that shit is just some. I think bitches, y'all know it. I think bitches who smoke cigarettes got STDs. A bitch that hit the bag, man. And see with that coke, well, see, I don't know, but it's like motherfuckers will do that shit continuously hitting that bag. And because I don't know exactly what it do and like how it make a motherfucker feel, I can't really. I'm trying to see how a motherfucker could. I feel like a motherfucker would have to see something with the texture or something with something, but a motherfucker might hit that shit and not know nothing. But I feel like a motherfucker would have to know. But maybe they wouldn't. I can't. It's hard to. Dog, all I can only. I don't feel. You know what I'm saying? Like speaking about. Because I don't. Is coke a body drug? Is it a body high or is it a fucking some weed shit? You know what I'm saying? Like weed is like some mental shit, and pills and heroin, that's like some body shit. What section? Where does, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know. So I don't know how. No, check it. I'm waiting on you. Hold on.
This is one race. I'm not done. You know.
Our plan is to protect the American people and to stay.
Олег! Я говорил, Олег, блядь! Не провоцируй! Сука ебаная.
She fucked around and found out, didn't she? With that equal rights, equal fights? Slapped the yellow cord out the back.
Олег! Я говорил, Олег, блядь! Не провоцируй! Сука ебаная.
She fucked around and found out, didn't she? With that equal rights, equal fights? Slapped the yellow cord out the back of her TV. Her whole audio is just that joint done. The Russian boy in the back said, "You stupid motherfucker." He slaps her to jam.
Hold on. I just checked it. It's ready to go. Yeah, no, like I said, I don't know. But I think that, you know, either way you put it down, at this point, dog, and I see the thing is, I'm trying to, because I don't never want to be on no fucking, hey, you know, oh, fucking, you stupid if you do drugs and fucking, But that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about that evolution. I'm telling you, when I'm fucking thinking back on that shit that I did, I'm terrified. I'm terrified. I'm wondering, like, how in the fuck, like, what in the fuck? I want to call people like, hey, what the fuck? Why was I? It doesn't make sense to me like that. It does not make sense to me. But I know I have to be understanding when, but you already have a reason. First off, you already have a reason to get the fuck out the street when it comes to the dope shit. Like, man, it's, this shit is already fucking up my life. I can't evolve. I can't do nothing. I can't come up. I'm in the same spot I've been in for the last 12, 18, 6 years. I've been in the same spot, circling. It could be a new car, a new fucking color, new bitch you staying with, whatever the fuck, but it's the same situation. You already got that. Not to mention, I think this would be the biggest thing. The biggest thing would be the fact that you got older too. This is going, I'm talking to the 25-year-old. I'm talking to the 23-year-old. But I'm damn sure talking to the 30-year-old, the 35-year-old, the 40-year-old, the 45-year-old. Look at this. Motherfucker wonder why I keep it on games. You have to be on the same wavelength as me. I'm talking to the 25-year-old, but when we talking about 28, 27, 30, 33, 40, 45, 50-year-old, you have to feel where the fuck I'm coming from. There's no way that you can't feel you have to feel me. You already had the reason to stop, which was the age, because you came with me. We went crazy in our 20s. We fucked that shit up. Man, crazy, retarded. But you then went through enough shit and you know what the culprit is. You're not 31 years old and you don't know why the fuck you haven't went no. Don't. Y'all know I'm coming off a cold now. Don't make me get crazy in here. Don't make me get crazy in here. You know what's going on. You're not 30 plus and you don't know why the fuck you're still catching the bus. I used to rap. You're not 30 plus, you're not 40 plus and confused. You're not 30 some years old and you're around this bitch. Yo. You calling in? Oh, okay. Well, I ain't know what was going on. I thought it was, come on, I ain't did this in a while, man. Give me a minute. Hold on. Let me see. No, it's loud. Loud? No, you good. Go ahead. Yeah, you good now. You good now. That's no. I ain't know what you would call. No, real talk. I'm saying that on some real shit, and this is what I'm apprehensive about talking like this because I don't want to talk down to a motherfucker. I don't want to, but on some real shit though. Like I said, because I don't know about what that coke does to a motherfucker as far as why a motherfucker will keep. I know why a motherfucker will keep popping pills and keep taking Molly and pop Xanax. I know that, but as far as coke, I don't know why. So I don't want to look down on nobody because nigga, I was walking up and down the road. I was, it fucked up out that. But I'm saying what I was retarded, through my, 20s and shit like that. But then as I'm coming to the end of my 20s, I wasn't confused in my early 20s. I'm not confused on why I'm going to jail and why I'm on pills. And I don't want to stop popping pills. This is my problem. That's my issue. But when I start getting to the late 20s, it's like, not only do I know why I'm being held back, but I'm getting more and more, at the older you get, the more and more reasons you have to let that shit go. So I'm saying, and so it's like, so you already got that. So I'm getting older, more reasons to stop, but now you can't trust the dope. That's why I'm getting to.
New shit they have out here, man.
No, that's
if you're not getting it from a dispensary, can't trust from the street. From the street.
But look, no, and this is what I'm saying. No, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, further than, because I wouldn't care if your issue was alcohol. I wouldn't care. So weed ain't no better. I'm saying, because anything that's holding you in place, meaning, and like I said, as you get older, in your early 20s, is holding you to where you can't progress forward. But as you get into your late 20s and your 30s, now it's starting to pull you back because you're getting older. So it was just holding you in place. Now it's starting to pull you back. And this is how you'll have a nigga that's 50 some years old in this bitch with the niggas who's 19. Niggas is just not learning about the streets, and you right there with them. You shouldn't be in the same spot with them motherfuckers. Yeah, but not even if you can't lead them, you're not gonna be nowhere near them.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't accidentally be what young niggas be. If I do get to that, if I'm anywhere where young niggas at, I start thinking I must be tripping. Yeah. Nigga, I must be in the wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Feel right.
Yeah, I must be in the wrong spot because this don't feel right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, dog, I can't, and this is, like I said, I have to be apprehensive when I'm talking about the coke because I don't want to look down my nose at nobody. But this is for alcohol. This is for weed also. If that shit is holding you in place to where you can't move forward, if you're not progressing in life, there shouldn't be no drugs infused. So it's not, I can't say it's okay to go to a dispensary. I can't say it's okay to go to the cooler or to the ABC store. If you're not making no progress in life, that's what the 3 S's were. It was like, dog, you don't have no time for no partying and no celebrating. You're not doing nothing. You need to be getting your shit together. So I want to make that clear. I want to make that clear because, a person, anytime that I hear something that could be used as, all right, well, okay, he's saying don't get fucked up on this, but as long as I'm going to the dispensary, I'm cool. No. If you don't have no progress in your life, or if you have progress and you know that you're worthy or you're capable of having more progress, then there is no dispensary. There is nowhere that's safe. And I'm glad you said that because what it is if you fentanyl being in everything, that's another reason for you to stop. But you not actually living up to your full capabilities, that should be the biggest reason for you to say, I'm good on this. That, you know what I'm saying? But it's not even, you know, cold turkey, because like I said, dog, you know, so I get on pills, and then, you know, you year for year, I was, you know, getting beat up more and more by the pills, to where finally shit just explode and it's all fucked up. So it wasn't no cold turkey thing for a long time. I was, you know, knowing that I should stop, but, you know, didn't want to. So everything is a process. You know what I'm saying? We hit a lot of rock bottoms before we hit that final rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it could be someone who has a alcohol problem, and, you know, or even somebody who smokes cigarettes. You know, hey man, if I can't buy me a whole carton, I ain't smoking cigarettes. Man, if I can't go to the store and buy me no less than 5 boxes, then you get all the way to the point where you gotta stand in front of the store, or you up that bitch and you 50 cents short of being able to buy a pack. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta get the Pall Mall. I can't say it like I'm supposed to. I can't say it like I'm supposed to. I'm still sick. You got to get the fucking L&M's or the bullshit. You know, it's with anything. You know, you came in with this, you know, strong, this thing ain't going to control me. But over time, you know, this thing has accompanied you and has attached itself to you, to where now, you know, you're putting this over a lot of different things. So it's not anything better than anything. There is no drug that a motherfucker, whether you get it from a dispensary or you get it from a nigga off the street, no drug is good. You shouldn't have to be scared of fentanyl for you to be like, man, I'm not good with making no fucking progress in my life. This is my whole argument, period, point blank, and it's been this way since, you know, I started this shit. Dog, how do you live without progress? This is why, you know, when I'm working with people and shit like that, I have this drive that I have, because I'm expecting for everyone to be as scared of being a nobody, being a failure, as much as I fear it. That's my fear. That's what, you know, keeps me going. That's what, you know, it drives me to be number one, but it also drives me insane. While I'm sick and shit like that, I could have died because I'm thinking, dog, I'm thinking that my head is hurting like that because I don't have my glasses on. The whole time I need to be in a fucking hospital on a ventilator. But I don't think that it's like, nah, it's some, you know, because I need to push forward. Like, so it's like you have to have some type of drive, but like I said, you can have too much drive to where you drive yourself insane, drive yourself sick, or a whole bunch of different shit. But I expect for people so if a person says that they want to do something or want to be something, I expect for them to want that as much as I want, you know, to dominate everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? But some people will just be cool with doing it. I'm not cool with just doing it. If I'm doing it, I need to be number one at it. And I expect for people to have that same ferocity in them. And that's why the 3 S's made so much sense. Because it's like, dog, if you're not nobody, if you haven't accomplished shit, then why in the fuck Oh no. I'm looking at what my man said. Cigarette stronger than crack. I might have missed something. I might be off, but I'm like, it's like, dog. You know, you have to want something, but especially if we are 30 years old. Dog, it does. Yeah, dog,
You can't no fuck. You don't have time for fuck up, no mistake.
real tough. And dog, and the whole thing is what I'm dog. You know, this is why everything was crazy. The fucking so if y'all remember that night, Christmas Eve, I was in this bitch cold as fuck. That night, or the night after, I don't know, because I was sick, whatever like that. But somewhere in that little area, it was before, what was it? Before the 27th, the fucking pipes busted. The fucking pipe, dog. It was so much shit that happened, dog. And it's like,
you see the water running on it?
I thought, dog, that you remember that cold snap came through? I had just.
I was in Atlanta when I heard about that shit. It was 8 degrees in Atlanta.
Dog, that won't. I was just finna go in there, and I think I had the front of the house running, but I didn't go to the back. And by the time I went in there, the motherfuckers had already busted. So, but I'm saying, like, dog, as you get older, and if you're gonna have something, you're gonna have bullshit that's gonna happen that you're gonna have to be prepared for, prepared to take care of. It's gonna be so many other things that are gonna be happening that it's like, my nigga, you gonna really have to choose. What is you on with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna stop. It's gonna keep on going. So you have to be highly fucking motivated and not on some huh? Yeah, not on the be motivated, be happy. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, my nigga, this shit is some real. But fuck all the real shit in, regular life. I'm saying you should want to be some fucking body. Like, you should want to be, I don't give a fuck if you coach Pee-wee football. You should want to be number one in the county, number one in the city, number one. Like, you should want to fucking accomplish some shit that's worth accomplishing. So you smoking and drinking and popping pills and having fun and fucking hoes every night.
I ain't gonna do a way about it down. What you done?
No, and
way older than us.
Yeah, and it's like, dog, not only is it gonna wear you down, but it's like, what have you done to deserve that? And this is where shit get real at. It's like, I feel like the dope, and because as I said, as I'm out there in that world, as long as I'm, putting pill, pop, pro, yoster, it's just bitches are just falling at the knees, and it's just the street. It's just everything is just so fun. And in Greek mythology, they have I think it's called the Lotus Club or something like that, where you go into this like fun place, and then you're having so much fun in there that you don't even realize that time is still moving. And then so you had people that were going into the Lotus Club in 2000, and there were people in there from the fucking 1900s and shit like that. And the people from the 1900s were still thinking that it was the 1900s. They didn't know that a whole 1,000 years had went by. So it's like, dog, you can get lost in that, and then you'll look up and you're wrinkled. Your skin is wrinkled, and that shit terrifies me. I would much rather die in the fucking journey of capturing more number ones. Like, regardless of what happens, if I die right now, I'm legendary. There's no, you can't look over me. And this is past, the YouTube shit. Like, I've done it. I'm legend. You're gonna have to mention me, period. That makes more sense to me than to grow old and to be just one of these old niggas. Like old person. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there's much more to that, man.
Yeah, so it's but that's just my mind. My mind works like that. Like, dog, I need to. And it's not nothing that, oh, nigga, yeah, I'm the first nigga in this bitch had a Hellcat. Fuck, nigga. Yeah, nigga, wasn't no nigga around this bitch having more Hellcats than me. What the fuck? No, I need something that is going to last the test of time. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about who's the first one and who, you know, you cannot go without mentioning this person. That is what I, you know what I'm saying, fight for. And once again, that is what I expect out of people. If you're working with me, I expect for you to want that same thing. But yeah, this is not something that you can accomplish by cutting corners. Like, so this is why when you say, you know, you can't trust nothing unless it comes out of the dispensary. Dog, I'm saying you can't trust it if it comes out of a cooler in the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the best fucking gas station or liquor store that there is. It doesn't matter where it is. It can be the most protected and safe drug, alcohol, whatever that there is. But if it's gonna have you being out of element. Yeah, not out of, if it's gonna have you being content with where you are, knowing that you're not where you want to be, then that's what you said, out of your element. If you are an ambitious person and you can smoke weed and it'll make you less ambitious, maybe you think you got you need Ritalin, or you're overactive and shit like that, and so you smoke weed to get less active. But you being hyperactive is your gift. That's your talent. You can accomplish so many more things than a regular person can, and you're dosing yourself to make it to where you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that no more. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, regardless of, before the fentanyl shit even comes into play, dog, you should have a fucking problem with all of the shit that you have prior to fentanyl. It's so much bullshit that's going on prior to fentanyl. You should be on some. So now that you can't even do your drug in peace, it's like, oh, that's just what I needed. That's just what I needed to get me over the edge. Now I can't do the dope because, nigga, I could die from this shit now. I already wanted to stop doing it. Now there's no way I can do it without. And dog, this is the shit right here. Like, you know, Gavin and D was telling me about the shit that's going on right now with the pills right now, and they like, dog, you got out just in time. You know what I'm saying? Because with the shit that's going on now, dog, there is no way that a nigga is going to turn down no fucking pill because it's not real. As long as this motherfucker will allow me to sleep tonight and I'll not have to go through withdrawals, a nigga is taking that motherfucker. And the next day, your mother, your grandmother, not to mention your family is already struggling. Your family is already struggling. A lot of us, we're the only men in the vicinity. We got our grandma, we got our mother, we got our sisters, we got our, daughters. We the only man in the vicinity. You can't risk that. You cannot risk you dying simply for the fact of, nigga, how they gonna afford your funeral, for one, but for two, they don't have nothing. You wasn't doing shit in the first place, but now they don't even have nobody to pull the trash can off the road, to, cut the grass and shit like that. At least you could do that. At least you could, you know what I'm saying? But now they gotta fucking, come get you out the hospital because you didn't overdose, or worse, you didn't die. Dog, and this is what I'm saying. 19, 20, 21, 23, he just, out there experimenting with drugs. My nigga, we 30 plus. We 30 plus. We 40 plus. We 50 plus. And we dying off of, dog, you know how retarded this shit sound for a motherfucker that's 40 plus, had a fucking accidental overdose on some fucking pill shit? That sound retarded. How the fuck are you this old? Like, since when is smokers overdosing on fentanyl? What the fuck? You that throwed off that you can't see the signs and what's going on? You can't see that everybody else dying and motherfuckers is hitting the bag and they overdosing. This is, I know it's in every city because it didn't happen in Daphne. So I know it's in every city. Huh?
I said, they just had a bus today in Daphne at a hotel, some hotel.
There it is.
That's all they said it was. I seen it earlier.
There it is. See there? See there?
Shit, that epidemic.
Come on, my nigga. Come on. Ain't nobody looking at nobody crazy right now for going to a facility, for going to the hospital and saying that they need help. There is no, you don't lose any cool points. There is no pride. Right now is the time. Nobody's going to look at you crazy for wanting to get off whatever drug you on because you don't want to be the next motherfucker on the news. At this point, for you to overdose on a drug, and I'm talking to the, I have to talk to the man right now. I have to talk to the men. Come on, man, with that shit. Oh, shit.
Man, I should have known, like, something was up New Year's Eve. I'm at a house party, and I was playing some Gangsta music at the house party. They're like, yeah, we remember that shit. And it was, like, spooky as hell that New Year's Eve in Mobile house party, and it was, like, foggy as hell. I'm looking on Facebook. They talking about something. Don't bring your kids downtown. Them young boys, they start beef. You have kids downtown, y'all need to leave. And I'll be down 12 o'clock. They said 9 people got shot. One died.
Dog, I heard about that. I heard about that, dog.
Yeah.
That was some niggas did that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Two dudes shooting at each other. One dude, he didn't get it. I guess they were talking about earlier there where they said one dude, I guess the guy that got killed, he was talking to the girl. And I guess there was his girl or whatever. The dude seen it. And the dude left and came back and shit, he got hit. And they said both of them had switch. He had a switch. The dude that shot him, he had a switch. And they were talking about that earlier. Like when you shoot with that switch, that shit going all kind of directions.
Hold on. And so this was in front of Atlantis? Where was that?
It was downtown, it was somewhere downtown. I'm not sure. I ain't even go down there. It was definitely downtown.
And I seen it.
It was all on Facebook. Everybody, see all that shit on Facebook.
Hold on.
One of my coworkers, he seen the dude. He had about three big holes in his head. And got hit in the head and upper body.
The nigga that was, hold on. And so they got the other nigga?
Yeah, they got him. 22 years old.
There it is.
He charged with mass shooting.
There it is.
No shit. Bo Big gonna tear his ass up.
You know they is. You know they is. Doc, I seen that shit on the news.
That's why they passed that gun law for y'all to do some dumb shit like this. Y'all think it's all good because you down there, yeah, you got a gun, they can have my gun and all. Man, they send your stupid ass up.
Dog, and so I'm trying to see, so niggas was downtown for New Year's Eve and niggas had got into it and they was, I'm trying to see, so they was on the street.
Yeah, you know, it was like real packed downtown, like everywhere.
Got all right.
A lot of people. It wasn't just like a few people. It's a lot of people downtown. And said the dude was talking to some girl, whatever. The dude seen it, and the dude left. I guess he left and came back and got his gun. And they said the guy that got killed, he didn't even have a chance to pull his gun up. They said he had his gun took.
So I'm saying,
whatever, he got hit.
So I'm saying, so which one was the aggressor? The one who died or the other one?
No, the other one, the shooter. See, the other guy, they say he didn't get a chance to get to his gun.
Oh, man.
So I guess as soon as he came back, that's when he got hit. He didn't get a chance. They say he didn't get a chance to pull his gun up.
Damn. There it is. And I keep trying to tell niggas, y'all, but like I said, you know what? when we talking to them young niggas, I don't really have no words for them because because it's like a nigga don't even know. I feel like a nigga supposed to hear because of the caliber of the motherfucker who's talking. But dog, like I said, I had a lot of time to reflect over this time that I was sick, and it's like, dog, I was really retarded. Like I'm like on some real shit. I'm thinking about, because I can't even remember all the shit I did because of, you know, all the pills and shit like that. But I'm thinking about some of that shit. I'm like, dog, you know, and you know, motherfucker was always looking at me like I was stole. You know what I'm saying? But I never saw it. You know what I'm saying? But at 35 years old, I'll be 35 February 7th. I'm looking back like, what in the fuck was I doing? Like, what the fuck was I? So I can't really talk to the youth because it's like, dog, I was retarded too. But when we start, huh?
We all did some wild shit.
Yeah. Most and so it's like, and you know, sometimes the retarded shit we do could, you know, land us in a situation to where now we got a mass shooting. You know what I'm saying? But when we talking about motherfuckers who 30 plus, because a lot, like, I'm not really hearing too much about no young motherfuckers ODing. It seemed like the young motherfuckers know exactly how much they can take. The motherfuckers who ODing is the old niggas.
But the shit you were doing back when you was young, that shit catching up to you.
There it is.
Pimp C got out of prison.
Like
they said when Pimp C had got out, when he died. Drugs back then, you think your body can handle that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that your body is changing.
Yep.
You can't handle that shit you used to do when you was 18, 20
nigga,
years old.
Man, you better. Nigga, when I woke up,
your body, you do some shit. So,
dog, I woke up on Christmas and really felt like a fucking car. Like I had been in, you know how when you get in a car wreck, you got a lot of places on your body is sore because of how you tense up.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. And I'm thinking back now, like the shit I was doing, because I like, man, this can't be nothing because I didn't do nothing. Dog, 3 days after that, my left side, it was like, you know, if you sleep wrong and shit like that. And it's like, dog, my body was, and I had enough sense, thank God, that I was, you know, drinking water and shit like that. Cause I figured I was sick. But the thing was, when I woke up on Christmas, it wasn't no sniffling. It wasn't no coughing. This sniffling and coughing, this is just happening like last week. On Christmas Day, when I woke up, there was no sniffle, no cough. It was a headache, and I felt like I got hit by a car. And it's like, dog, a nigga has never had to worry about no fucking health. As niggas was young niggas, we didn't have to worry about our health. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's like, dog, this shit is real deal fucking serious. Like, I thought COVID, dog, you know what? I thought COVID was fake. I thought it was fake. This is the new thing. They got a new COVID strain out. You seen that? Huh?
They trying to knock us off.
I don't know if I don't, but see, now that's why I'm going to, because I thought there was lying about it, but now it's like, yeah, so it's real, dog. That shit right there, that wasn't natural. That wasn't no natural cold right there. I didn't had pneumonia a couple times. That right there wasn't no natural shit. That was some other shit right there. That was some other shit. But, you know, like I said, my nigga, as this shit go down, there ain't no more excuses for no 30 plus. You 30 plus at this point, dog, you know, like you choosing your fate. You're choosing your fate. And let me talk to you. I know that you cannot see life without that dope. I understand that 100%. I understand that 100%. You without that dope you can't see life without it. I'm saying you have to visualize that. You haven't been trying to see it. Now you have to see it. You have to see it. Not think about it and get scared. I understand. You thinking about tomorrow or the next day without, because me thinking about, why in the fuck would I be alive without pills? That don't make sense. I understand that mindset. You don't see life without, like, why would you be seeing tomorrow or the next day without a blunt? I'm telling you that you're gonna have to see that. You're gonna have to see that, or you just won't see tomorrow, or you won't see next year. You not being able to see yourself without that drug is gonna make it to where you just won't be able to see tomorrow. So you're gonna have to, one of these realities are gonna come true. It's gonna be you without that drug, or it's just gonna be no you. So no drugs or no you. So there's a future with you in it without dope, or there's a future without you in it. A future without drugs or a future without you. And you can't just make this decision off of how you feeling and what's going on with you. A lot of us are in situations where we're the only man. A lot of y'all saw my this nigga around this bitch. Nigga, is you fucking destroying the ship? What is you doing over there, nigga? This nigga's over this motherfucker. Yo, goddamn, nigga, you around that bitch putting water mines out. But y'all saw my Thanksgiving pictures. That's, it's nothing but women. There is no men around. I'm the man.
Yeah.
A lot of us are in these situations. You have value to those women. Regardless of how the world sees you, you have value to those women. And you can step up to where you can really lead like you need to. But as of right now, you still have value. But if they have to walk in that fucking bedroom that you got at that fucking house and have to find you in that bitch unresponsive, dog, you can't go no lower than that. You want to talk about cowardice? On that type of level, that's so selfish to where it becomes coward-like.
Easy way up.
Yeah, like, dog, what the fuck, my nigga? It's like, and I can only imagine how you would feel as a 50-year-old man and you don't have anything accomplished and you looking at maybe your health problems and things like that. My nigga, you gonna have to make a decision, my nigga. You gonna have to make a decision.
Man, everybody can share number down.
That's real.
$100 a year.
That's real. That's real. Life insurance, and that's another thing. And that's real talk. And I always looked at it like that. And I'm the first step. So with me, I just want to get you to the point where you can think on your own. Then once you get past this first level with me, then you go to the next level and go deal with Eric the longshoreman. And, he work on getting you your TWIC card and getting you a job out there on the dock. Then you start, dealing with investments. And then you start dealing with, getting your life insurance and all those things. But the first thing that we have to do is get our mind right. I'm not telling you no special, nigga, don't do drugs. Nah, I'm telling you something that you don't like the way motherfuckers look at you. You don't like the way that you have to walk around. You don't like the way that you living. This is the perfect time. If you've been afraid of people thinking that you weak because you going to get some help, this is the perfect time. You can say, well, shit, I got to get off of it now. I ain't trying to get killed on this fentanyl. It don't matter what drug you on, you got a free pass right now. All of the doors are open right now.
Yeah.
Because of this fentanyl shit, every door is open. People that want help to get off of dope, this is the time when you gonna have the most fucking help. They saying that out there in fucking they're not even fucking, if you have any dope in your system, if they come near, you're unresponsive and they mark down overdose, the case is closed. They're saying this is the perfect weapon for a bitch. All she has to do is drop that shit in your water. They said you can bitch can drop it in a nigga eardrum and he won't wake up. And once it's a fentanyl death, there is no fucking, they got so many cases that the investigation is closed. It's over.
What you gotta do is just be around it, or if it get on your skin, it's gonna take you out.
But see, and with that, and here go the thing. See, that sounds a little bit too dramatic for me, but I'm gonna say this. If you are, because the way that you live, the way that, I hope that we are living out, that y'all are living right. So it'll be hard for a motherfucker to put that shit on me because I'm not around no motherfuckers. If a motherfucker come over here, it's, business. So it'll be hard to, put that on somebody's skin. But if you are in the dope mode, if you in street mode, you around motherfuckers, y'all drinking, y'all passing a blunt, it's too easy. It's too easy when you're in that environment. But if you have a structured environment where motherfuckers can't come around if they do drugs, nigga, that's why my rule is what it is. You can't, nigga, if you smell like beer, you can't come around this bitch too heavy. Nigga, if I don't like the way your vape smell, you can't come around this motherfucker. You in these environments where it's too easy to fucking play around and sip and slip in the trap house and all this shit like this. My nigga, you 45 years old. And a lot of you niggas is trying to play like you in this goddamn music or entertainment industry so you don't have to fucking grow up. So you have an excuse to be around young motherfuckers and have that young state of mind. But one thing we know for sure, let me show you.
Yeah.
Man, I can't even see this, man. One thing you know, I can't find it, but one thing you know for sure, I told you, if you don't tell the truth in life, in death, all the truth gonna be out there. You can play and act young as you want to, but them motherfuckers ain't wait not a second to put on that motherfucker. Gangsta Boo dies at age of 43 years old.
That's too young, man.
They gonna let you know what's going on. No, what I'm saying is you can act so a nigga around this bitch trying to dress like me, then he overdosed because he hid in the bag. Now it come out this nigga 67 years old. What the fuck was you doing around fentanyl at 67 years old? Dog, we just heard the nigga on the news say he go through cancer treatment and they give him fentanyl. These old motherfuckers ain't dying of fentanyl overdose. And it's not really the young, well, I guess young, well, I'm talking about niggas. So the young niggas ain't dying like that too heavy. Well, they is dying. But it's just embarrassing when we got, motherfuckers who is you 50-something years old, dog. We got Michael K. White, the nigga from The Wire, Michael K. White, no, Michael Williams, that always played a gay dude for some reason. I saw that. He always played a fucking gay dude. And then you got DMX, Gangsta. You got a lot of names. Y'all is too old to be fucking with these young folks' drugs. And it's like, dog, so, you know, dog, take this time right now. Every hospital, every clinic, everything is booming to the maximum right now, and there are free passes. All you have to do is walk into any medical establishment, from urgent care to a motherfucking children's goddamn, where they give you lollipops and say that you need some drug help, and they will put you in the right direction.
Yeah, even my job, they offer that shit too.
Right, right.
Down there, that, you know, they have their own. Everybody got their hands. They tell them, hey, y'all can go to rehab.
Right now.
Shit, I ain't going.
Right now. Right now. See, the reason why motherfucker won't go is because they feel like their life is, I got too much going on. My nigga, I'm finna tell you what you, look at this. That's what you finna have going on. That's what you finna have going on. Pictures. That's what you finna have going on is pictures. The fuck is wrong with you, motherfucker? You think that, so if you look up every time you look up and turn your head, it's somebody else that goddamn bit the bullet and died off this shit. But for some reason, you don't think it's gonna be you. What the fuck? Do you know where your dope? Are you serious? And a lot of you motherfuckers is actually doing this shit and feeling like you some type of motherfucking mad scientist to where I know how to do it, nigga. There it is. You know how to fucking you round this bitch having to get up in the morning and go to the fucking soup line every morning and get your fucking whatever the fuck from the damn food place, living in a tent. And that shit crazy because you've gotten fucking, what's the word? You've become not, I just said the word earlier. Content. You become content with that lifestyle. Ain't nothing I can do to change it. Might as well just. You should.
Boosie say rock is the best days.
Huh?
What Boosie said, y'all need to go back to smoking crack.
Yeah, man. Man, you know, like I said, and Boosie, he ain't too far away from it. This what I'm saying. Like, you can't be doing this. This is the fucking problem. You can't be doing drugs and telling somebody about no fucking drugs. How's you smoking a blunt telling motherfucker to go back and do anything? What the fuck? You not exempt. You not exempt. Like, this shit ain't. This is something that a motherfucker could drop. Like, as long as like a motherfucker won't just nigga Boosie died from fentanyl overdose. Niggas ain't gonna jump up and run up and down. How the fuck is they gonna track that? They don't investigate those fucking murders because they can't. Man, Boosie don't do no damn what? So what the fuck? What evidence will they have on anybody hitting? Like, as long as you do dope and you in this lifestyle, they not gonna say. They gonna say that you were sneaking and geeking. That's the problem. This is why I wanted to make my words, correct when I said it about the coke and shit like that. Like, I don't want to look down on nobody, but if you can't talk about we got to get back to this damn, got to get our mind back, man. No, like, dog, the strength that when I jumped off of those pills, the strength that I had, the instant that I got my fucking life back, I was still walking. I was zero, negative, but I had my mind back. I was already number one before I got the studio and all this shit. And accomplish anything. I was already that nigga because I was back in control. You, as long as you're under the influence, you're only fucking believing that you're in control. You're only in control because, so you're driving. It's kind of like a child going to the bus stop and feeling like he's in control going to school. It's like, no, it's like, nigga, that's what you have to do. You're not in control. Like, you have to go get dope every day. As long as you're doing that, you're in control. If you want to do anything else, you can't do it. You think that that is your thought. You think that that's your idea to go get weed and go get pills every day. That's not your thought. You only believe that you're in control of your mind and your body. But your spirit is telling you different. This is why you aren't happy. You're not happy because your soul is screaming, yelling, and this is how you get so deep into, trying to pleasure yourself and shit like that, and trying to find different pleasures because you're wondering why you're not actually happy. You're doing the drugs and all this other shit and you still not happy. That's another way that you overdose.
Overdose of suicide, a lot of suicide rates.
You're not in control. When a black man, black woman is in control, dog. I keep telling, like, dog, in real life, motherfucker will tell you, like, I'm that nigga in front of the gas station. I'm him. You can go to the gas station right now in any, whatever the hood is that you're not supposed to go to, go there and look at that nigga in front of the gas station. That's me.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, dog, that's me. It's like, dog, as soon as you put that down, every black person has that power. As soon as they get back in control, unstoppable. I've always been arrogant and whatever, but dog, you put that arrogance on some real shit. It wasn't no time before I was him into where you can actually Google it and see, that's really him. And we all have that same power, dog. But we got to get off of that shit. There's no way that you're doing a drug that's holding you back. The weed is holding you back. The weed is allowing you to fight with your spirit enough to where you can sit down. You ever wonder why when you don't smoke, you anxious and you trying, you don't know what to do because you got so much, that's your spirit just elated that, nigga, let's go. But the body, the mind is, no, let's get some weed. And so you fighting, it's a fight. It's a fight going on. Nigga, let's get the fuck, nigga, we sober, let's get. But you get in the car and you going over there to get some dope, trying to quiet your spirit. And that's what I'm saying. That, when we talk about addiction, the shit get real deep. And that's I'm trying to speak, but and that's why I love when niggas hit me like, dog, you nigga, you the reason why I'm talking to you because I wasn't supposed to be that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't supposed to be my life, but I understand I went through that. So I have a full descriptive understanding of that lifestyle so I can explain it to you exactly how it is. And because I went through it. So that's why I went through it. And this is also why I have that belief system that I have, is because it didn't make sense. Nobody could understand how the fuck did he go out there. But then, now that we get here, you can understand why. But it's like, I'm telling you, dog, like, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to this person that, that has control of your body right now. I'm talking to you because you're still in there. You're still in there. You just had The demon has put you in the back seat. You're just a passenger now. But you're still there. And that's where your pain is coming from. Because you are in there fighting, trying like, dog, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can look in the mirror and see that you're not where you want to be. You can look in the mirror and see that that's not you. This nigga over here, nigga, you around that nigga. I'm telling you, setting off minds, and this nigga going.
I'm getting close to the crane now. I'm about to go on lunch break.
Oh yeah, handle business. Just let me know it. I'm waiting on you. Okay. All right. Got it. Yeah, shout out to ET, man. That's Eric the Longshoreman right there. But that's all I'm doing. Gangsta Boo is gone. That has nothing to do with you. You don't give a fuck about Gangsta Boo. No one does. And that's how people are gonna feel about you. That's the same way they're gonna feel about you. Nobody's gonna give a fuck. Nobody's gonna care. Not even the people that get on the news and act like they so hurt. They've had to let you go a long time ago because you showed them that you choose that dope over them. And everything. You're choosing that. And to those of you who have, if you don't have a substance abuse problem, you don't have an excuse. If your addiction is porn, if your addiction is fucking TikTok and social media, if you've been watching me for over a year, you should have something going. I should be able to see when you started watching me to right now, there should be some fucking progress there. You don't have an excuse. So don't be looking down and all in the comments talking about no fucking. Those people who have the drug problem, alcohol problem, they have an excuse. You don't have one. Their power is being suppressed. What's your excuse? I ain't come for all that now. Shout out to that nigga Darius Mayfield. He come through. He said they think it won't happen to them, then it happens. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I'm gonna tell you something about dying, my nigga. Like I told y'all before, dying is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You don't have time to get your shit together because just like Darius just said, you don't think it will be you. And then it's you. And it's like, man. How embarrassing, man. How fucking embarrassing. Maybe you were hiding it, because some of y'all are, working people and stuff like that. And maybe people don't know. And now you know that you're about to die. And you probably start having a seizure because you're trying to figure out how to get all these different things done that you need to get done. You understand how unprepared you were for this. Thinking about the embarrassment that your family, your mother, your children are going to have to go through. All bets are off then. All bets is off then. Not that's when you start realizing, and this is like I said, this is you start, really seeing like, damn, I don't give a fuck about no race right now. I need somebody to help me. Somebody please help me. Give a fuck who it is. You see people for what they are. Yeah, dawg, it's like I said, dawg, that shit is, and that's why I try to talk to y'all, man, because a lot of y'all, it's not real to you yet. And it's like I can, gloat in the moment of I told you so and all that. But that won't bring any. The last thing that you will think about is me telling you these things and other people telling you these things. In that moment, you realize who in your life is actually for you and who isn't. And most of the time, the people that are closest to you, meaning the people that you see on a regular basis, those people aren't the closest ones to you. The people that you haven't talked to in years, those are the people. And you understand that because now you're seeing why they wanted to get away. They didn't want to be here for this moment of you convulsing and not being able to catch your breath and, you know what I'm saying, screaming and pissing on yourself and all this shit right here. You can see in the people that you around, them motherfuckers is already trying to go in your pockets. You are now in the position of that other motherfucker who overdosed. You didn't give a fuck about them overdosing. You was trying to see if they had any of that dope that killed them left. It's a lot of playing going on. A lot of playing. A lot of playing going on. A lot of playing. Like I said, those of you who are watching and you feel good about yourself because you don't do drugs and shit like that, understand you don't have a fucking excuse. You don't have a fucking excuse. So that's what that is. Like I said, man, I hate that we gotta keep coming to this place. But every time that we do come here, this is another warning for you. You not gonna get no show done. Nobody's gonna know that you dead. Not even me. I appreciate everybody who came through tonight. I'm still fighting this thing. I'm still fighting it, but I'm out. God willing, I'm out the grave. That shit was serious, my nigga. That shit is real, my nigga. Real talk. I thought that shit was bullshit. That shit is real. That shit, that was serious. But I appreciate y'all. Love, love, love. Dog, if you have not been going to Conversation with Me podcast with Katrina Gibbs, get the fuck over there, because she doing some other shit over there. She turning this shit up. Real talk. I might be, like I said, I don't know if we're gonna go live tomorrow or Sunday, but y'all stay tuned so y'all can see it. I'll see y'all in a minute. Love, love, love.
According to Aunt Glizzy and Sky Bree, Shy Glizzy is spiking drinks and handing women strange pills. Now, these are allegations, but we are going to break